Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan, and we are here with another dynamic show here at the Logan Power Show. I don't know about you, but it's time for us to change the guard on how we look at our fathers. Hear some of these stories, some of these organizations that want to put fathers back in their rightful place. Just being back with the family or be back where their rightful place need to be as the head of their household or just to get their story told out. Well, I got with me a coordinator for Father the Father Inc., the one only, Mr. Daniel Laurie. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Glad to have you here.
So, to get started of Father to Father, who we are and what we do,
Mm-hmm.
we help fathers engage or re-engage in the life of their children. If a guy is underemployed, we help him find a better job. If he's unemployed, we help him find a job in general. Anything dealing with the legal system, such as, child support order modification, mediation, visitation, we handle it as gentlemen at no cost to them.
Wow.
So,
Okay. So these for those fathers that are falling behind in child support, you're falling behind in certain things. This is a program that's here to do it for you at no cost. Wow. So how long you been with the organization?
altogether, I've been with the organization for 3 years, one
Okay.
year as a participant and 2 years working for Father to Father. So I got an insight on both lays of the land being a participant. I understand what these participants are going through. So some of the struggles that they faced, I faced myself. So
Mm.
that's why it's easier for me to help them as I do help them. And as from the organizational standpoint, just, getting behind the scenes and seeing that these are people who are actually, investing their time and energy into these people. Someone that's not just there for a paycheck. Because honestly speaking, like, I love what I do and I don't really feel like I'm working because once you do what you love, you never work another day in your life.
Wow.
So
Absolutely. Now you were a participant for a year, and now you've been working for 2 years. How's that been transition for you, switching from you were the customer and now you're the employee?
well, it was an easy transition because, like I said, once you get in tune with these gentlemen and figure out what they're going through, starting to work for them, now you're getting to be the big brother and help out. And that's the way I look at it. It's just like we're a family based organization. Not only are we there for the men, we're there for the children and the custodial mothers as well. There's not been a time where a custodial mother won't call us and we won't help, her as well. And helping guys understand the legal process and navigating them just through life in general is incredible and it's a blessing to me. And what we do is we teach them economic stability, we teach them about men's health, we give them parenting courses, and we also give them healthy relationship courses, which is my favorite course that we just got finished with.
Got it. Healthy relationship courses. Can you elaborate on that healthy relationship courses?
Well, healthy relationship, well, we always start off with self first because if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, you can't have a good relationship with anybody else. And the way I look at it is like this: when you go to the grocery store, you see the can of peaches, right? There's a can with a dent on it, and there's a perfectly good can, right? Which one do you pick up first? The perfectly
Perfect.
good
Good
can.
can.
Now the can with the dent on it, it's not bad peaches. The content is still the same. It just doesn't know its value. So when you, basically de-stress it and just work it out and everything, it's now a perfectly good can. Now other people are willing to pick that can up and work with it. And that's what we do to our men. It's just, you know, you may be damaged. You don't even know you're damaged. But once you go through our curriculum and just see this is how I build a relationship with myself, now you're figuring out how to build a relationship with the custodial mother. Now you're figuring out how to build a relationship with the child and the community. It's a win-win for everybody.
Wow. That's it. That's it. It's a formula. Um, for you, do you mind telling some of your testimony?
Oh,
Has
I don't mind.
Father has impacted your life?
No problem. I don't mind telling the story from when I got locked up to now.
Sure.
So
Go
what
ahead.
ended up happening is I ended up, me and my ex-wife, we separated and we divorced. So when I moved to New Jersey for a job opportunity, they delivered paperwork to my old address and somebody opened the door and signed for it, saying I had to be at court. I ended up losing my job in New Jersey and ended up getting another job. So I had a warrant for my arrest for not showing up to the court date, and I fell a little behind on child support. So what ended up happening is when I got back to South Carolina, just to restructure and rebuild myself, I got stopped at a routine traffic stop, and God's will, I got locked up. So when I was locked up, the first thing I thought was, there's no way that I'll be able to pay bills or anything from jail. So I remember praying hard one night, and I guess I prayed a little too loud. The guy that was in the bunk above me says, "Hey, look, it sounds like you need to go to the Father program." Mind you, never heard of this program in my life. So I ended up giving them a call, and Mr. Mercer, who's the interventionist in the Berkeley office, came and did, an interview with me, and he told me, "Hey, look, if I get you out of jail, you got to make the right steps, not only to take care of yourself, but to take care of your family." Okay, I can do that. In your mind, you're thinking this is the get out of jail free card, but it wasn't. So I remember sitting in group one night, and somebody said something, and it clicked. And I'm just like, this man's in the same situation that I'm in. So after class, I went and talked to him. I just said, "Hey, how'd you get out of this situation?" So the next week, I'm learning more information from this gentleman right here. So I talked to him. "How'd you get out of this situation?" And, that's the point at the peer support groups. I would always joke around with my CEO, Mr. Ragland, and I would say, "Hey, look, I'm bringing people here. When are you going to give me a job?" And I just said that in joking. So he just says, "You know what? Just keep doing what you're doing, and maybe we have a spot for you." And lo and behold, about 3 months later, I got offered a position, and I've been off and running since.
Wow. Wow. Now listen to what he said. He said, I was in jail, I was praying, but I was praying a little bit too loud. And God heard his prayer. See, that's the thing. Sometimes when you're praying, you can't be worried about what others do. It's you and his personal relationship for him to answer your prayer.
Absolutely.
So that's why I say it's always pivotal, not just be caught up in, man, am I offending somebody because I'm praying to get through? Like, listen, if you got hell in your house, if you got to speak up, it's time to get loud, just so you can feel the fire. Then definitely feel the fire, and that's what you got to
And
do.
correlating that to, the filling the fire thing that you just spoke on, correlating that to father. One thing that I always coach these men on is, look, you can lie to everybody else. You can't lie to yourself, and you can't lie to me. I've been through the program. I understand it's not easy, but you live in a glass house. Of course, people are going to see your dirt. And I'm not one to judge myself, but I, end up seeing, "Hey, look, you're going through hell. Allow me to pull you out, from the smoke, and let's start over again." It's all about fresh starts, and that's one thing that we're trying to offer is the fresh start initiative, and in a sense.
Amen. Amen. It's good that you're seeing a couple things different, and I want you guys who are listening to me to understand that the Lord um, can put you in, the right circumstance. I'm looking like this. I don't know about anybody else, but there are statistically, a lot of fathers who are getting put locked up for small, minute stuff, petty things. And I believe that the father's role is just as pivotal as the mother's role. The mother is the life giver. Totally get that. Not knocking any mother out there. Got a wife myself, got kids. I'm not gonna knock her place. But the father's role is just as pivotal as she is.
Mhm.
Because statistically, they will tell you there are certain things that a man and a woman, like if you have a girl, you never gonna tell her what her first love is gonna be like unless she sees it from her father or some male
Absolutely.
figure.
And
That's
and
facts.
that's one of the biggest facts that I always coach my gentlemen. This is a father is a daughter's first love and a son's first hero.
Got it.
And when you look at it that way, it's just more. They break it down more. It's easier to digest that everybody, no matter who you are, you got somebody watching.
Amen. Amen. You do. Um, Now, how can people get in contact with Father the Father Inc.?
No problem. You can contact our office, which is 843-744-2126. My direct extension is 112. The number again is 843-744-2126. Or you can go to our website, which is www.fathertofatherinc.org, which is FATHERTOFATHERINC.org. I almost forgot how to spell it for a second.
Yeah, we get like I said, we get tongue tied a little bit the Logan Power Show, but we bring it all back. Final thought. Let's speak to the father who is behind on child support, or a guy who like yourself, and say, I heard that before. I've heard these things are gonna help me out.
Mhm.
Let's be honest. I don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? You could be lying. Because, like, let's be honest. These kind of programs you don't hear about all the time. How do you speak to that person, that gentleman that's going through?
I understand. And that's what I would say. You know what? I understand. It's okay to be a skeptic. It's okay to not, believe somebody when you've been told something so many times. But at the end of the day, if you want to help yourself, give our program a try. That's it.
Amen. Well, I'll tell you right now, Father the Father Inc., we claim that it changes the perception of how you look at dads. Fathers who make mistakes, let's be honest. Everyone has been given a second chance, maybe a third, fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 12th chance. You never know how a real man's going to be unless you see him broken and build himself back up. People say, oh man, that's a great man. Do you know what that man took to become a man? How many pitfalls did he fall through? Do you know that person's story? A man goes through something to develop. Like, development takes time. If we take that much time in a relationship to how to build our men, I promise you, you have some great men. There's no such thing as there's no good men out there. It's a lie. Some great men out there. You just ain't found them yet. Or you know what? They could be the ones that may have been locked up 10 times or once. Or they may have been the one that maybe not making the big money now, but give them time. It's just you need to be able to drive it forward. So today, family, let's not judge. Let's take it for where they are. If they're in a dirty situation and you see full potential, then it's your job, if the Lord's leading you, to clean that person up and let's move forward. So I tell you today, let's move forward. That's all the time I got. My name is Calvin with the Logan Power Show, nationwide, worldwide, with Father the Father Inc. We love you. We'll see you soon.